Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to TD Fans Talk, the home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Make sure you don't forget to hit that like button on your way in the room. Thank you for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. This is also brought to you by none other than DolphinsTalk.com, ladies and gentlemen, where you can find my content and a lot of other Dolphin video bloggers and writers. They have a lot of amazing information, so you guys make sure you go check them out. The link is in the description below. But today we are about to talk. I'm not going to say today because we made several videos on topics today, but this video is primarily going to be about the linebacker position and why our linebacking core is shockingly emerging as one of the best units on the team. Not the best. I made a video earlier on which unit I think is the best, so make sure you go check that out. But the linebacker position is starting to emerge as one of the best units on our team. I mean, at this point, it's starting to look like we have the depth that's necessary. It's starting to look like we're getting loaded at the position. And more than anything, the beautiful thing is we have a player who is emerging out of the dust of it all, who no one expected, actually contributing and looking like he's not only going to make the roster, but some could argue may even start. I don't know if we should go that far yet. I'm kind of like, I want to say it, but I don't. It's too early, but it ain't. But at the end of the day, man, I'll tell y'all who I'm talking about in just a second because I want to make sure I talk about this individual by themselves. Just amazing stuff happening in camp. A lot of great things are going on. And sorry, guys, I got two monitors going on here, so I'm pulling up some of my information that I made sure I wrote about. So that we could talk about it and be as detailed as possible, guys. But without further ado, this linebacker unit is loaded. Let's give a little backdrop, a little backstory, okay? Last year, our primary three linebackers was Kiko, Alonso, Jerome Baker, and Raekwon McMillan, okay? Now, these three gentlemen, everyone knows who Kiko is. I'm the type of player on a scale of 1 to 10. If I was to rate Kiko Alonso, I would give him a 7.3. That's the type of player Kiko Alonso is to me. I think he's very productive. I think he has a good knack at finding the ball. And even last year, the things that I thought Kiko couldn't do well, he actually improved in last year. But his overall body of work does not eclipse an 8. But he's the type of guy, number one, you want on your roster. Number two, you feel that he's reliable. But as of lately, a lot of people have been messaging me because they really aren't the biggest fans of Kiko Alonso. They don't like his play as far as the mistakes he makes, the penalties. And I'm one who always actually stands up for Kiko. Some of those late hits, I feel like shouldn't have been called. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but whenever I watch the video and I pause it, I don't even look at the quarterback. I pause the video where Kiko Alonso first starts to, like, just right when he's about to say, okay, I'm going for it. I pause right there. And I go look at the quarterback at that moment, and the quarterback's still upright. And I'm like, oh my gosh, see, these are the tough ones. I mean, a player can't be all about to destroy you, then you slide, but he's already in the motion, can't pull up. People disagree with me, but I think a lot of those late hits and stuff aren't really late hits, but I'll leave that up to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in the room. We already got about 15 to 20 people in the room. Hit that like button on your way in, guys. But yes, Kiko is one of those guys, again, I want on the roster. I like him on the roster. Would I trade Kiko Alonso? My answer is no. I like the veteranship on the roster. I just like his play overall. Of course, there's things he can do to improve. Is he an elite linebacker? I'm going to go on the edge of saying no. But at the end of the day, he's definitely a linebacker you want on your roster. But I will go out on a limb to say, if you can get two other guys to step up and play much better, then I wouldn't mind using Kiko Alonso as an asset that can be traded for other assets or a player that can help our roster. But right now, I'm not even close to that position. Moving right along, let's talk about Jerome Baker. I mean, we talk about the young guys, okay? Jerome Baker, to me, between him and Raekwon McMillan, some people disagree with me on this as well. I just put them together. I'm not even going to compare the two. I think they both still have a very solid upside. Notice I didn't say a large upside. I think they both have a very solid upside, but I'm one who's been on the record saying we need better play out of both of them. We need better linebacker play. Some people have already ripped me apart and said, what are you talking about? These guys are really good. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But they're not better than Kiko Alonso right now. Will they be? They should. But right now, we need better linebacker play from both of the young fellas, Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker. So let's just talk about both of them together. Last year wasn't a disappointing season, but it most certainly wasn't an impressive season. I certainly wasn't impressed, and that's why I'm hoping that coming into this year with the new coaching staff, especially with Brian Flores leading the helm, and who I like to call the defensive guru. Okay, I keep telling people, I argue with people now that wasn't Belichick's defense last year. It was Flores's. He called the shots. He called the plays. He did the development on those guys for several years now. But I'm so excited about what he's going to do with these two young guys, Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker. And the truth is, I'm already starting to see flashes of what he's been able to, and maybe not just per se him. We have a linebackers coach and we have coaches on the defensive end, but we know that he has a huge part in that development process of everybody on that defense. So I'm happy with what the coaching staff has done with Raekwon and Jerome so far in this camp. It's been a lot of great things, not spectacular, but it has been a lot of really good things, little things here and there that made them come out and show what they, well, not what they could be, what they potentially could be. So I love that factor of it. But at the end of the day, we need to see consistency and we need to see dominance on a level. And again, remember I gave Kiko Alonso a rating of 7.3. We don't need 9 rated players, 10 rated players, and in some cases not even 8.5s, but we got to have guys that are above a 7. And if you were to ask me on a scale of 1 to 10, what is Raekwon McMillan and what is Jerome Baker, I wouldn't give neither of them over a 7. That doesn't mean I wouldn't put them close at 6.7 or 6.9, give or take. But that's just my take. You know, you don't have to agree. You know, everybody has their opinion, but we need play that is a 7 or above. And I'm hoping that this camp can transform these guys into those type of players, because there is no question this is going to be a huge part of our defense, that linebacking core. Now, to be fair to the two young fellas, it's hard to put a lot of merit on our lack of success at the linebacker position last year because of the injuries that we went through on the defensive end. I constantly stress to everyone that our defensive line, as soon as our defensive tackles went out, we could not stop the run. It didn't matter what team we played, we just couldn't stop the run. I mean, you saw Matt Burke. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying Matt Burke's name. That's a curse word on this channel. But I'm going to curse a little, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Matt Burke was put in a tough situation, even though when he wasn't put in a tough situation, he just made terrible decisions. But Matt Burke was put in a tough situation when he lost his defensive tackles. It got to a point where we were getting abused in the run game so bad, you can tell he gave the linebackers a talking to and basically told them, sell out, just go for it. Just go for it. I mean, if they look like they're handing the ball off, find your gap and hit it, because we're getting destroyed on the run. We need you to go for it. And what did teams do? They start destroying us in play action. I mean, at least 80% of every play action play our defense played against, you saw the linebackers literally sucked in. And I'm one of those believers that if you're a linebacker and you got sucked in on a play action, and if you don't understand what sucked in means, that pretty much means it looks like the ball is about to be handoff and the linebackers are going full speed to hit their gap and try to stop that run, but it was a play action. And the man, the tight end or the slot guy that they would have had to cover is already 10 yards behind them. Beat. There's no way to recover. I'm the type of person that if you're ever caught in that situation, don't stop. Keep going to the quarterback. If you've been caught in play action, just keep going. Go to the quarterback. There's no recovering. If you're caught that bad as we were getting caught last year in play action, just keep going. You might just be shocked and say, oh, the safeties helped us. It was only a 3-man route. Thank God. The safeties bailed us out, and we actually got to the quarterback and caused them to throw it away, caused the hurry up, or maybe even caused the interception, or we sacked them. But what did our linebackers do last year? They went all out. Oh, it's a play action. And you can watch the screen for 3 seconds of linebackers like, oh my gosh. Do I keep going? Do I back out in coverage? I mean, I'm already beat bad. What do I do? They were rendered useless. Literally on play action plays where they were throwing the ball, you might as well say it was 11 on the offense and 8 on the defense. It was so sad. Go watch the film, guys. You would see this. These linebackers didn't react to play action. They didn't go, nor did they try to recover. They just stood in the stance and backed up slowly like, oh, man, they got us. Thus, all the big chunk plays. Thus, all the defensive breakdowns. Thus, making it harder for our DBs. And again, I'm not putting that on the linebackers, believe it or not. I mean, their reaction to it, I put on them, but you have to understand the flow of the game. What caused a lot of the unbalance and getting caught in situations like that, it never started until our defensive tackles went out. We couldn't contain the run, and we had to ask for more from the linebackers, and they gave us more, but sometimes they burned us 3rd degree, 4th degree, 5th degree burns, 6th degree burns. I don't even know if that there is 6th degree burns, but y'all get my point, okay? It was atrocious. So I'm looking for Flores and that coaching staff to basically put some principles in place and some things that will help these linebackers. The biggest thing is the strongest position on our team, which I believe is the defensive tackles now. Go check that video out. I did it earlier on the strongest unit on this team. I'm telling you all, the defensive tackles is our strongest unit right now. And not only are they our strongest unit, we have depth, reliable depth at that position. Every team, there's a rule of thumb. I said this earlier. Every team drafts their weakest point in their needs. Why did you think we went and got Christian Wilkins in the 1st round last year? And we have addressed the defensive tackle position. And that is a position that is what I like to call a huge attributable. The defensive tackle position is going to improve the linebackers. The defensive tackle position is going to improve the secondary because now they don't feel like they have to overcompensate for a weakness that we have at the point of contact at that line of scrimmage. It's going to be huge, guys. I don't think people are putting enough understanding behind how huge it's going to be to have great defensive tackles this year. Oh my gosh, our team is getting geared up, man. I think it's just a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing what we're building. A lot of people still don't see it. TD sees it. I see it, and I hope y'all see it too. I hope y'all see what I see and what we're building and the things that are starting to take shape. Oh my gosh, I drool about it, man. It's beautiful, man. It is beautiful. But again, we need better play from Raekwon and Jerome Baker. And I think we'll get it naturally just because of, 1, the defensive tackles, and number 2, the development of the coaching staff. It is their opportunity to reach the sky. They have all the opportunity to become a 7.5 or maybe even an 8 player. But here's the scary part. Here's the wild card in all of this. Why they can't rest easy and feel comfortable. There's a guy on this roster right now who has came in at the linebacker position from the CFL, and y'all know we love us. Y'all know we love us some CFL players. Y'all know we miss Cam Wake. There are guys. There is a guy, that is on this roster right now that is giving you this feel as if we found the next Cameron Wake, but at a different position, at the linebacker position. Or should I say the next Zach Thomas? Cam Wake's better suited because he came from the CFL, but y'all get my point. Sam E. That's what I'm going to call him now because I can't pronounce his last name for nothing. I try every time, which I'm going to try again. Eguavoen, or whatever. Sammy, okay? Sam E. He is emerging as someone no one knew even had. I mean, I'm not saying no one knew. Rip Tupac on this channel is one of the main people who knew. Shout out to Rip Tupac. He in the chat section right now posting Sam's name. I see you, Rip. I see you, Rip. You were one of the first ones when we signed Sam who said who he was going to be. And, you know, TD at first thought, yeah, everybody's going to be something. We'll see when the pads come on, when they start practicing. And I know I was blowing you off, Rip. But much respect to you, Rip, and much respect to Sam. This guy has came in and started to show everyone that he belongs on this roster. We're not talking about whether or not he may make the roster. Some people are talking about if he might actually start over Raekwon McMillan. And y'all let me know in the comment section, based off of what we know 4 days in, 2 days without pads, and 2 days with pads, who do you think is going to start on that outside? Well, in the middle, Raekwon or Sam? Y'all let me know in the comment section what you all think. I'll read a few of them in a moment. But this guy is coming in with a chip on his shoulder and giving it his all, like the true definition of giving it his all. You know, you see some players who are playing well and they make a few mistakes and they come out and say, you know, I'm giving it my all. I'm learning from my mistakes. But this kid is not missing a beat. He's giving it his all. And literally it's like, what mistakes? I'm sure everyone's making mistakes. But y'all get my point. It's like, what mistakes? You hear this kid's name all over the field. And not only is he making general plays, but he's laying that hat with it. He is knocking people out with it. He is making them feel him. He's playing with the edge and an intensity, with the passion, without second guessing is the big part. Without second guessing. He's finding a comfort level early. And he's dominating in practices. Tides can change, ladies and gentlemen, but all I can go off of is what we're seeing right now. He is making a name for himself, and he is being recognized by these coaches, and his name is being brought up a lot, and I am impressed already. It's early. Things can change like that. But I'd be doing him a disservice by not bringing him up. I would be doing him a huge disservice by not bringing him up and giving him his props and his shine. I told y'all I don't talk about 13 and 14 players on this channel, and they got to earn their work. I'll mention them. Hey, he made a good play. I'll talk about who made a good play, but I don't elaborate. But when you start to earn yourself into that second team unit, I start talking about you. But Sam isn't in the second team. 3 out of the 4 days he's been running with nothing but the 4th team and getting majority of the snaps, ladies and gentlemen, at the middle linebacker position. He started camp. Day 1, first team. Day 2, first team. Day 3, first team. Not until day 4 did they put Raekwon McMillan on the first team. And the truth is, this might even be a situation where they feel so good about Sam that they threw Raekwon in the first team to say, let's see how he does. Let's be fair here. And someone said, I know the audio and the video are out of sync. I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to fix that all day. My videos have been like 0.5 seconds off. Literally. It's like I'm saying it simultaneously with the video, but you can see my last word comes like half a second after. But hopefully it doesn't bother you all too much, but I'll figure it out before the end of the day. But guys, this kid, Sam, I'm impressed and I'm happy about it because these are the guys, this is what you look for. You look for the guy that nobody knows about, and you can turn one of those guys into a potential starter. That's when you're winning. That's when you turn a 3-year rebuild into a 2-year rebuild. That's when you turn a 2-year rebuild into a 1-year rebuild. That's when you turn a 1-year rebuild into, man, we're a lot closer than we thought. Let's go out here and make 1 or 2 more moves, and we got a team that's ready to roll. This is what it's about. All these AFL and CFL players and undrafted rookies and unsigned people we brought in, that people are like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 will make the roster. That's all fine. And most of them end up practice squad or make the roster and they're the 3rd or 4th string. But we found a guy that has the potential to start. And we're not saying that in terms of, oh, Raekwon must be that bad. No, Raekwon has improved too. And I haven't even talked about Ben Jinkle. one of our draft picks from this year. This group is starting to be one of the deepest groups. And right now we got two linebackers that are injured that haven't been playing, and I haven't even talked about them, Mike Hall and Chase Allen. This might be actually one of the deepest units. Because I know y'all already know what we got in the receiving core. But this is beautiful, man. This is a beautiful time for this defense. And this is pushing every single one of them. This is pushing Raekwon, it's pushing Kiko, it's pushing Jerome. You got a dark horse in the room that nobody wants to lose their position by. And with this coaching staff, let me repeat that. And with this coaching staff, anybody who's out here saying, oh, he's the starter outside of Tunsil, Minka Fitzpatrick, outside of those two, you can't say whether somebody's a starter or not. You just can't. Xavier Howard. Oh, thank you. Because people say I'm hating on him for forgetting them. You're right. Those three guys, there's no question. There's no question. Make sure I'm not missing any. Nah, that's about it. Where there's no question. Okay? But this is a beautiful thing. We have the linebacker depth with this emergence of Sam E. Man, this is beautiful. Steals? No, I'm not going to say Steals. Because Steals is trade bait. He could be traded. I think he's going to end up on his roster to start the season, but he could be traded. Only those three, X, Minka, and Tunsil, which is technically our future. Our future, man. But guys, you got to be excited about what's happening with the linebacking core right now. These are exciting times. Just look how things are transforming, guys. Our secondary is looking stronger than ever. Our nickel is looking strong. Safeties, corners, and now the linebackers are looking like they're coming along as a unit. Again, we still want better play. But if you see what's happening, this is a beautiful sight. This is a beautiful sight. The defensive tackles anchor in the middle so well. Now all we got to do is figure out this defensive end situation. And, man, I'm telling you now, the Miami Dolphins can literally have a top 5 defense this year. Yes, I said it. I said it. I said it. Disagree all you want. We can have a top 5 defense this year if we can address the defensive end position. That's why I said all these assets we have in this potential trade, these potential trades that could happen, man, and I'm still not going to give up hope on a big splash like a Miami Dolphins trading away a few assets for Jalen Ramsey to be opposite Xavier Howard. I'm just saying, oh, my God. Then we got the number 1 defense in the league. Still got to fix the DN situation. But, hey, I'm just going to keep on throwing that out there. Miami, I hope you're listening. This is the first time TD will say pay a little bit of extra money. Go ahead and bring in Jalen Ramsey. Hey, he can back the Brink up truck at our stadium. He can jump out the Brink truck at our stadium. We ain't gonna trip about it. Oh boy, oh my God, just the thought of it got me just feeling mushy. Like, that high school, that middle school, that love feel. I don't know. I know I'm tripping, y'all. But anyway, man, it's getting beautiful, y'all. Things are starting to take shape, and I'm loving every bit of it. Shout out to Flores and Greer for what they're doing, man. This is starting to look very, very, very appealing to the Dolphin eye. Guys, this is TD Fans Talk. Watch out for these linebackers. It's starting to take shape. Somebody said, oh, Sam is good trade bait. Why would they trade Sam? If Sam is coming along the way he's coming along, why would they trade Sam? They trade Raekwon McMillan or Jerome Baker or Kiko Alonso before they trade Sam. Look at the contracts you signed them to. Look at the contract. Why would we get rid of a guy who's in his first season, ain't even play a game yet, and we got him for the cheapest price you could possibly ask for? He ain't getting nothing coming from the CFL. The Dolphins ain't paying him big money. Why would you trade him? Instead of one of the young players that you drafted that got more guaranteed money. That wouldn't make sense. Just saying, man. I hope we don't trade Kenny. I know. We need a good defensive end. We are going 10-6, 11-5. That's what I got. I would take a top 15 defense at any point. Man, yeah, I'll take a top 15, but I'm telling you, fix those few things like get a defensive end or bring in Jalen Ramsey, you top 5 guaranteed. No, you bring in Jalen Ramsey and get one defensive end, you're the best defense in the NFL. I don't care what anybody say. D-line is looking rough. No. Don't say D-line. Say defensive ends. Because our defensive tackles are looking great. Great. Yeah, my name's Tony. And that's Tony the Tiger. Great. Our defensive tackles are looking amazing. Amazing. Don't say D-line. Say defensive ends. There is a difference. It's an important difference to recognize right now. Batman Sam, things are starting to gel. The plan is coming together. You see it, Victor. Sam is not trade bait. Exactly. We had defense of ends last year. What happened? Their contracts happened. Their contracts happened. They were just victims of the contract, just like Tannehill was a victim of the contract. They're all victims of the contract. It's that simple. Jalen in Miami, that's wild. Yes, it's wild. It's wild. And if it happens, we all going to be wild. Man, 11-5, you must be smoking some good stuff, TD. Share. You know what? I'll share it. It's called Dolphin Blood. That's what I'm smoking. It's called loyalty. It's called seeing what we got. The best thing out there in the NFL. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Nick Poverman, man. I'm passing it to you. Whatever I'm smoking, that Dolphin Blood, I'm passing it to you. Man, y'all better get on board, man. Y'all better believe in your team. Trust me, your mindset and what you say transforms into the atmosphere. It's energy. It's energy. And that's real. I truly believe in that. The energy you put out makes a difference. Okay? So that's why I try to put out that positive energy of what we're going to do. But I actually believe it. And if that makes me insane, then call me crazy. I'm fine with that. You know, it's none of my business what somebody think about me anyway. That's why, trust me, I'm a secure person. No, I don't worry about what other people think. It's none of my business what they think. All right? TD, I just had Frosted Flakes too. That's crazy. Oh, my God, TD. Imagine Ramsey, Howard, Mika, McCain, Fitzpatrick, McDonald's, Eguavoen, Alonso, Baker, and you didn't even say Rashad Jones. You didn't even mention Rashad Jones. Oh, my gosh, that would be – we already loaded back there, but, oh, my God, Jalen Ramsey. It'd be nasty. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd probably be live 23 hours a day. Y'all will get tired of me, man. I say 6-10. And I say you're wrong. Cliff said 4-12. Who, the Patriots? Sounds about right. Can we talk about our trade bait bringing in proven offensive line? And we're actually going to make a video on offensive line later. Because I got some stuff. I got a good article I just read that I want to talk about because I agree with it. And it is – we're going to talk about it later. So check it out, Alec. Stay tuned, all right? Which defensive tackle you high on outside of Wilkins? Come on, you don't know who the other beast? Y'all let them know in the comment section who's probably going to start next to Christian Wilkins. Y'all let them know who VT is. Y'all let them know in the comment section what the initials VT is. That's who I'm high on. That's who's probably going to start right next to Christian Wilkins. Vincent Taylor, not Godchild. Godchild good. I said that earlier in the video. Godchild could be the starter, but I think it might end up being Christian and Vincent Taylor. Now I know that's my early thoughts. It could be Godchild, and then they got Akeem Spence. They got two more guys. But they're not going to be starting. They're not going to be starting. So I'm going on the edge. I'm going on the edge. The D-line strongest. Again, the D-line is not strongest. The defensive tackles are. The defensive ends. Now, here's where I don't concern myself that much on the D-line right now, and here's why. I know we're talking about the linebackers, but here's why. In a Flores-type scheme, sometimes the defensive end is only to secure their guy out of the picture, giving linebackers one-on-one speed rushes and things like that to get to the quarterback. In a Flores type system, the defensive ends usually aren't the ones who are effective. It's usually the guys in the middle of the D-line who are effective. And the D ends are really guys who they just want to set the edge or just bring those tackles out of play around the corner to have those linebackers coming in and causing havoc with speed, getting around bigger guys, or just bull rushing and that type of stuff. So, again, schematic football, y'all. Y'all going to see a lot of different looks. That's why I'm not too over concerned about it, but it is a concern on the defensive end front. Wilcox moving to DN, possibly, or it's happening that and I didn't look into. So Ramsey, Howard, Jones, Minka, McDonald, Eguavoen, Baker, Alonso, Woodard, Wilkins, Taylor. That would be crazy. Yeah. It would be nasty. But do we have edge rushers? In a Flores type defense, the edges are always coming around, but at the end of the day, they're usually rendered, I ain't gonna say not effective, but they don't get to the quarterback, but they pressure the quarterback. Flores said it himself. I keep repeating to y'all, Flores' own words. His most successful year with the defense, where they put up the best results, was one where they had the least amount of sacks. Because it's more important to get quarterback pressures, to make it tough for quarterbacks, disrupt what they're trying to do. It's more important than getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, containing him in the pocket. Good observation, Pete. That's more important. He said his most successful defensive year, most successful, was one where they had the least amount of sacks. Schematic football, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it. Welcome to it, okay? But do we have edge rushers? Not even mentioning the rotational guys. Yes, not even. Trade for O-line help is step one. We're going to talk about that in another video today. But guys, you think Chiefs can match the perfect season of 72 Dolphins this upcoming season? Nobody will ever match the 72 Dolphins other than the Miami Dolphins of 2019, 2020. Just saying. The first team to match what they did will be the Dolphins. You heard it here first, baby. Let's go. Hey, but the Chiefs looking serious this year. They got to get it done this year because when they restructure Mahomes' deal next offseason, they're not going to be able to afford everything. They got to win now to hope that some guys want to keep that, create somewhat of a dynasty. That's the only hope you have as a team when you got that rookie deal. Get all them weapons around them, win a Super Bowl, and hope that some guys don't mind restructuring their deal to try to keep what they like to call a dynasty together. That's the game plan. But nobody's been able to do it. Nobody's been able to win. And then whenever the rookie gets his new contract, he doesn't take a pay cut, so nobody's been able to do it in this league, man. All right. Wilkins is going to play some defensive end. Harris will be more of the edge rusher in a stand-up mode. That is true. They have been playing Wilkins at end as well. Wilkins have been playing defensive tackle. Wilkins has been playing defensive end. Wilkins has been playing the freaking fullback. They've been putting the man everywhere. Everywhere, man. Our defense is going to look hard this year. TD, I hope. But I hope we don't have injuries like we did last year. The beautiful thing about this team, Brandon, is if we got an injury at the linebacker position, we still got two guys that can come in and produce. If we got an injury at the defensive tackle position, pick your poison. Vincent Taylor, Christian Wilkins, Devon Gottschall, Akeem Spence, and two more guys. But those are our impact guys to me. We got the depth now. We got the depth. See, Ndamukong Suh's contract, Ryan Tannehill's contract, Cam Wake's contract, Robert Quinn's contract, and a few more. They didn't allow us to have depth. We got the depth now. We have the depth. Everybody want to talk about, yeah, but we're injury prone. Okay, we got the depth now. O-line know we ain't got the depth. We trying to figure out who's going to start. That's a whole different subject. We're going to talk about that in another video. Can everybody at 66 in the room, if you want to show your support to this channel, please hit the like button right now. Move the chat, hit the like button, bring it back, and you'll be good. We're trying to get this video to 100 likes as well, guys. If you can help me out with that, that'll be greatly appreciated. Some people donate to the channel, but the best way you can help out, hitting the like button, sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for all the love and support, guys. Hit that like button. We got 31 likes. I know we got at least 40 people in here that ain't Matt Burke lovers. I'm cussing again. That word, those words, Matt Burke. Ugh. Anyway, we're good. We're good. You said comeback depth. Yeah, if I understand what you mean by comeback depth, if I'm correct, that means somebody get hurt. We got enough depth to fill in until that hurt person comes back. If I'm to understand that correctly, I agree with that. But what team has more than comeback depth? I mean, less than 2 teams, maybe, and depending on the position, got a few guys, few positions that got better than comeback depth. That's all you need is comeback depth. Now, don't get me wrong. Last year, our guys literally were out for the season. But I'd actually argue that we got a little more than comeback depth. Say Vincent Taylor and Christian Will can start. You can't sit here and tell me Godchild can't start. He came on last year. He started to get better and better. Akeem Spence can start too. Is William Hayes still on the roster? I believe he's a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. And who knows? You'd be surprised if that's a guy that they pick up. If he's not picked up by any team and we do have injuries, they may bring someone like that in later on. Think about it. Greer had to sign off on him coming to the team in the first place, so Greer knows. They just moved on from his injury. They didn't want to risk that again. But if we lose guys and we lose depth, they bring a guy like that in. That's another stand-in guy who was actually beasting in them first 3 games before he got hurt. Let's be real here. But given his age and given his injury, it's one of those things. They didn't decide to bring him back, but he's still available. As long as he's still available, look out. Okay. Joseph Bryant with the donation, man. I appreciate your love and support. Joseph, I think that's the first time I've seen your name. Let me know if I'm wrong. How long have you been a subscriber? I haven't seen you seen this name much, especially at least with a donation. So I appreciate you tuning in to TD Fans Talking. Welcome to the channel if you're new. And thanks, man. I appreciate your love and support for sure. Let us know how long you've been a subscriber to this channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. 33 likes. I know we got 40 in the room. Hit that like button, guys. Tupac, from what we hearing, anyone else from X are sort of pathetic. No, I'm not saying that. Eric Rose is not pathetic. He ain't no lockdown guy, though. But he's a good system guy. He played in is he not a Super Bowl champ? Got the experience of playing Super Bowl roster? Y'all got to start thinking about stuff like that. Taylor, Godchild, Wilkins, Carradine, front 4. Harris will see a lot of reps at strong side backer in pass rush situations. That's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Let's see here. Joseph Bryan. I be in and out. Subscribe for about a month. Well, you're new to me. We've been going for about 13, 14 months. So welcome to the channel. But we appreciate your donation to the channel and your investment in making this channel bigger and better, man. Thank you for your love, though. Sure. TD, the O-line coach got fired. What do you mean? I mean, is this some breaking news or something like that? Because I'm making a stream about the O-line. Let me see. Miami Dolphins. What's up, TD? Hopefully, Cordia can get healthy. Hopefully, O-line coach fired. Been checking out the videos for like 6 months. That's what's up. Okay, that's what's up. I'm glad you eventually subscribed then. On TD, did you ever get a fan mail P.O. box? Oh my gosh, you're right. I just even forgot about that. I actually didn't. I went and got the paperwork for it. And what happened as far as the identification standpoint, since I had just moved here, they needed proof of 2 forms of identification. So I went and got a voter registration card and my ID, but I never took it up there and got it. But I'm going to look into that. I'm going to take care of that real soon, man. Real soon. I'm just making sure I ain't missing nothing. I don't see nothing about the coach. Oh my gosh. All right, man, this TD Fans Talk. I'm going to go live again. I need to research this a little bit. But yes, oh my gosh, we done fired the offensive line coach. I might as well do the offensive line video. Y'all check me out in about 10 to 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to be going live about this. I want to read all the details and get all the information because this is breaking news. This is big, and I'm going to tell y'all why. This is next level, and I love it. And I don't love the man getting fired, but it is what it is. But we got to talk about this one. I'll be back with y'all, man. I'm going to end this stream. This TD Fans Talk. Man, I need to read a little bit more because this is big ups to Greer and Flores and these guys. Oh, my gosh. I see it. I see it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. I hope y'all see what I see. We're going to talk about it when I come back. This TD Fans Talk. Make sure y'all check out dolphintalk.com. It's going down. Peace. Ooh, I love it.